What is up, YouTube? So I've been playing Honkai for the past few days. It's been out for maybe about almost a week now, and I've been having a lot of fun. In fact, I got so lucky that I actually pulled Bronya and Sealy, but I kind of benched them for Clara. Now this is gonna be a guide about how to build Clara as an F2P player early on in the game when not all the artifacts are available for us to use yet. Okay. So as you can see on the bottom left, the core members of the team are Clara and March 7 and maybe any healer. But since this is F2P, we'll just be using Natasha for the example. And the fourth slot is actually Flex. Like, you don't really have anyone that's like best in slot as fourth, but I'll go over the options later. I've actually been able to clear World 5 with this team, and I'll give you like a rough guide on what to pick with this comp to easily clear World 4, World 5 100% of the time. Okay. So let's go over Clara's skill order first. It's pretty simple. It's just stacking March 7's ability onto Clara because March 7 gives a taunt and a shield. If you didn't know, it actually has a 70% chance for enemies to be taunted by whoever she targets. And if you also upgrade her, what do you call it? One of those talent tree things, she actually like purges debuffs also, which is kind of nice. Very useful in World 5. Maybe try on World 6, but I don't think my team can handle it yet. Let's hop over to game and I'll show you an example of how to use the skills. So here we pick our core members, and also another tip, if you're using Trailblazer or like I guess in this, if you're using any tanks, you want to stack the tanks together at the side, and especially in Clara's case, if she's gonna be hit by like AoE all the time, right? You want the stuff beside her to be like the tanky ones so that they don't get one shot by like the AoE. That's why I put like the Fire Trailblazer beside her, and then you can stack your other two members. So this is the F2P comp. Okay, let's show you. So you want to engage with Clara's E because her technique most of the time, even though it doesn't break shields, because it gives her like a inbuilt taunt at the start of the round. Yep, and as you can see, every time she gets attacked, you guys probably already know this if you have Clara yourselves. Clara will fire a counter attack towards the enemy, and perfect because we use our technique. Clara has like a taunt, and the lock on is now on her, which is perfect. So as you can see, this is the cycle. March 7, E Clara, healer, or whoever. You just want to generate action points on whoever. See, I don't even care who I'm attacking. Okay, this guy is trolling. He's supposed to hit the tank, but whatever. I'm just gonna proc the Divine Shield and whatever, generate action points even though I'm full, I kinda troll, but it's fine. Let me fast forward this. And boom, every time he just counter attacks. And every time you get your out, just press it. What it does is you see these two charges down here. Yeah, one got used up. Every time her out is active, you get two charges where if anyone on your team is attacked, she fires an AoE counter attack, it does a hell lot of damage. Let's just show you guys again. He's gonna attack. See, it's not even attacking Clara, but she's gonna fire off the counter attack. Boom, one shot. And then you just cycle this over and over. I'm gonna taunt. Whatever. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, you guys don't get twisted, guys. It's kinda easy. This comp is literally can't die. I haven't even healed a single time. And these guys basically haven't taken any damage. I'm permanently up on action points. And then he's just gonna keep like attacking Clara and fire back. Whenever these two finish, activate my ult. And boom, you have the two charges back. Now this is like the base F2P comp. You just can't do that until like he dies. It's basically a stall comp. So let's go back And let me show you your 4th slot team options. So as you can see just now, I already used the Fire Trailblazer. Kinda nice, pretty tanky, but it's not that fun, you know. It's more fun if you have Tingyun. I mean, I'm assuming maybe in 50 pulls you have already pulled Tingyun, or maybe you're rolling on Seely's banner and you've gotten Tingyun's 4-star. You can use her instead of the Fire Trailblazer. If not, just use her. But for my Tingyun abusers, just spam ultimate and E on Clara when available. And you can just cycle abilities so many times that you kill the bosses really fast. I will say though, Clara has a huge weakness in that if the guy you're fighting, right, doesn't attack that much, you're kind of screwed. Like this guy, the fat robot guy, he doesn't attack that much. Like out of 10 turns, maybe he attacks like 2 times if you're lucky. So it kind of it's not really that good with this comp. So you have to like find more creative ways to go about doing it. So what I would suggest in this case is you let the small guys just attack. Don't one-shot the small guys with your AoE like you would normally do. Like you guys probably use Serval and like use the electricity and like destroy the whole team. Like kind of nice, but not in this case because you kind of want the small ads to be there so that when Clara uses her out, in this case, the big guy's not gonna attack her. But small guys, when they do, at least the AoE returns and fires back at them, okay? So, anyway, back. That's the basics of how to use this Clara comp. You know, I'm pretty sure I don't need to go through the abilities because you guys already have tried her a bit. And now let's go into artifacts and light cones. See, what do you equip on her? So, I think the best set for Clara is the Champion of Steelwise Boxing. You can see the 4-piece effect is when your wearer gets hit, attack increased by 5% for the rest of battle. That means the rest of the, it's just a infinitely stacking, or not infinitely, 5 times stacking. And Clara gets hit like 2 times a turn. So you stack this up to 5 stacks like pretty much within the first 2 or 3 turns. And it's basically a 25% like increased damage permanent. Like kind of just a no-brainer set. I mean, any other set, like if you want break effect, you can go for the break effect set, but at this stage in the game, I think this is kind of OP for Clara. Now artifacts, or I guess not artifacts, but the Lightcone or Craft Essence for you Fate players. I kind of don't have like a good Craft Essence on Clara, so I just use this one, like the 3-star one. I mean, if you guys have like a better one, just use whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. Like, it's kind of chill, you can like kind of outplay the game. It's not like a game where right now where you require every bit of like character power to progress. Anything is kind of fine for now. And this is like F2P, guys, so I don't expect you guys to have a lot of free resources to spend. Okay, so that is kind of the end of the Clara user guide. But if you want to stick around, I'll teach you guys how to like clear World 5 easily with this comp, which is the Clara plus March 7 plus Healer plus 1 Flex comp. So, Elation and Preservation, I think these two are like the only ones worth taking when you're using this comp. Elation is the counter attack one, Preservation is the tank one. They're both kind of useful. Like the special ability, the R, like I wouldn't take any other one. But for the second like attribute, right, like abundance, if you completed World 5, or not completed but tried out World 5, abundance is kind of OP. Like as you can see, like the synergy is crazy because you always have a healer, and this goes not just for Clara comp, it's any comp with a healer. Abundance is kind of broken because look, wait, what this says, when healed by an ally, all other characters restore 30% of the amount healed. Doesn't sound like pretty insane, right? But when you combine it with the other abundance ones, when a character provides healing to allies, increase attack by both units by 50%, and then it's counted as everyone gets healed. So your whole team, each time you heal, right? So that means each time you use your E on Natasha, on anyone, even Natasha herself, your whole team gets this 50% buff. And this is just the base unupgraded version. If you have like the cosmic fragments, you can upgrade it. It gives you for the attack buffs for more turns, I think. Kind of broken. And always at the start, select the Curio. Curios are broken. Like these are kind of shit compared to like the one Curio. I don't know like if you can reroll. I never really do. Most of the time this comp like it's kind of brainless when you're playing World 5, so yeah, don't really reroll. And yeah. Okay guys. Now we're gonna move on to the last but not the least, actually the most important part of the video. The waifu tier list. You know, as you can see, I'm a huge March 7 fan. I'm a fan of people who are useful, but her cheerfulness also cheers me up in game. I like her so much that I even got a March 7 plushie. Didn't know they make those yet. Anyway, I know she doesn't really fit like the mommy type like Raiden from Genshin Impact, but I still think she is my favorite out of the bunch for now. Maybe when Kafka comes out, I might change my mind. Maybe Kafka's gonna have to bump her down. But it'll be much done for me. Tell me what you guys think. And what 5 stars did you guys get? Like, I got Bronya and Sealy. Kind of got lucky with those, but they're honestly not as fun as Clara right now. I think Clara is like, as my friend calls it, a why you hitting yourself comp, and that is a very fun comp to play, especially like in a game like Honkai Star Rail, not Honkai Impact. And I will make a video about Sealy and Bronya further down the line. But I'm F2P. I don't really have the materials to like push them to like do World 6 right now. I'm sure they're excellent. But look out for that video and tell me what you guys want me to make next. And tell me what 5 stars you guys got. So see y'all in the next one.